from the South Island, down south particularly, I think, especially as a male, I feel we definitely struggle to express our emotions. And I don't think it's normalized down there. Like, I think the way we kind of normalize it is we joke about it.
There's multiple steps. So one of the things is to talk to people you care about, that you trust, because a problem shared is a problem halved. So if you've got a network of people that you can trust and confide in, then that's the first step. That's ultra helpful. We've got multiple people. There's posters on the walls, and they can call members from their own club, from around the area, around the whole country, or it's even go straight into that counselling network, which they've got free access to sort of any time. Probably the most difficult things that I've had to deal with in the job has been fatalities on the beach, but I think for me mostly those have been fatalities where lifeguards that I've had working with me and for me have had to experience, and then just trying to provide support to those guys through those difficult times.
I've been doing this for a while now, and I've done a fair amount of drownings and body recoveries, so I would go into particulars about stuff I've been to, but a lot of pretty traumatic incidents, I guess.
I feel like people should know that the heart rate's always a bit higher, especially even off duty when you're in the surf, because you always kind of see things that you think might happen. Yeah, there was one off duty rescue straight after patrol. We were swimming out the back, and then I heard some screams in help, and I was kind of a little bit away from some of my other lifeguard friends. There's about 5 or 6 of us, and I just signaled to them went like that. It's signal to pick up swimming, and the best swimmers swam, and the other half went in and grabbed the boat. I kind of went in with the crew to set up a boat, but as we were launching the boat, the good swimmers, they brought a lady in, and she was unconscious and not breathing, and so we started to perform CPR. There was 2 of them, and they were partners. The guy, he was conscious and breathing. Ambos came, and then they took over really. He was kind of saying to me oh no, she's gone. And it was quite hard to when you hear that, you don't really know what to say. So she didn't survive in the end, but we found out they'd been drinking. Dealing with that was probably the most tragic, because they had a kid and they were together, and they had alcohol. The traumatic part is just being around a guy that's just lost their partner.
I have thought about leaving. There have been hard summers. There's a period of time where I didn't manage my mental health very well. I burned out. I very seriously burnt out. I just stepped right back rather than quitting. And then kind of found the love for it again, I think, and yeah.
So I started my career in the army, and then it was kind of a natural transition to policing from there. And I've been doing it for 10 years now, and I can't imagine myself doing anything else. I would say frontline was definitely the most stressful. When I was on youth, just getting over a whole lot of stigmatism. Each role kind of gives me a new perspective of policing, because each thing flows into another thing. It's not always easy I don't actually have a good ritual, I'd say. I do like to talk about a little bit of work with my wife, just because she is a good sounding board, and she'll normally give me a different perspective to think about things, and also just getting it out of there. When it comes to the boys, I just have to take a deep breath and be these guys have absolutely nothing to do with how my day's gone, and I need to be here for them. And so, yeah. Initially, when I was really new, I used to get really upset when we didn't get closure or would go to court, but then you get an unsatisfactory outcome, which is most of the time. There was one girl that I used to really worry about in St. Heliers. There's a lookout, cliffs, and she was about to jump off. She was the victim of multiple sexual assaults. Every time we had the detectives talk to her, she never felt comfortable talking. But it was clearly destroying her. And one of these times, the unit got to her just in time, and one of the officers grabbed her just as she was about to jump. He was hanging onto her and hanging onto a tree, and he was about to fall over, and his offsider was there trying to yank him back, talk on the radio, so he only had one hand. We are beaming it down Tamaki Drive, trying to get there, and they eventually do pull her in, and they save her life. And I've always wondered what's happened to her.
It's always hard to, as volunteers especially, to hold your hand out and ask for more, but you look at most first response, like the St. John, Landsar, Coast Guard, Surf Lifesaving, they're all charities. We need donations and sponsorship, just so that the volunteers aren't out of pocket for equipment and time. So if there was one thing I could change, it would be that it was fully funded.
Like, I do like the support that everyone gives each other, which is great, but I think we need regular checkups. Just like, you know, you go to a GP and get everything checked up.
Yeah.
Go to the psychologist, get everything checked up.